everyone, Daisy here with my first layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict CutFile Etsy shop design team. Today I am actually using 3 cut files from the shop. This first one you see me weeding out here is the umbrella cut file. There's a little bird perched up on the end of the umbrella, and that is from the Tweet Tweet cut file. And then all of those flowers you see kind of sitting there are from the Grow Your Garden cut file, and I will have all of these linked down below. And so I'm just kind of creating a little scene here, and so I'm going to be using the Vicky Bouton, I can't remember which collection this is. It is not any of the newer ones. I believe it's from last year. And so I'm going to back all of the florals that are on this umbrella with different colors from that 6x8 paper pad that I had pulled out there. And then I'm going to go through the painstaking task of using my X-Acto knife and cutting around all of the pieces here. And of course my X-Acto knife was not sharp, so I changed the blade on it and it worked much better. I like to use old cutting mats to do this because A, they're sticky, so it helps hold the cut files still while you're cutting them. And B, you can rotate the whole piece easily without kind of having to be worried that you're going to cut yourself. Because that is a big concern of mine. I have actually chopped into my finger with an X-Acto knife before, and it was not fun. So anything I can do to minimize my injuries is always a good thing. So I'm just working my way around here, and I'm not going to make you watch me back this whole thing. I think there's just a couple of seconds more, and then I kind of cut forward. That is the beautiful part of YouTube. You don't have to watch me painstakingly cut around each one of these little flowers. Backing cut files this way, it's always so beautiful and totally worth it, but for me, it's like hand stitching. It is just such a chore, but again, totally worth it. So you know, I don't always do it this way, but when I do, I'm really very happy with the way it turns out. So here you can see I'm finished with everything. I even backed the little bird, decided to make it into like a little bluebird. And this paper I'm using for the background is from a Craftsmith paper pack that I got at Michael's, and it just has like this, I mean, it's perfect for grass and sky, right? So I decided to make it look like it was kind of raining flowers. So that's why I'm using all these Grow Your Garden. And I used different color cardstock to kind of coordinate with what I was using. So I have a pink, a blue, a purple, and a parchment paper and white flower. And all of my cardstock is from Cardstock Warehouse. I find that it cuts really smoothly on my silhouette, so I love using it for cut files. So if you're interested, you can go check that out as well. I did pop up my cut file on some fun foam. So before I backed the umbrella with that pink, like to fill in the umbrella part of it, I did put fun foam in between the floral backing and then that part because I felt like it gave it a cool shadow effect. And then I also put some fun foam behind my bird so that it would kind of sit level with the umbrella. And here I'm just matching up. So this cut file, each of the flowers comes in 2 pieces. So it comes with the kind of outer outline and then the backing part. And I love the look it gives using a darker color on top of a lighter color. I kind of feel like it's almost cartoony and fun, I guess, and I just really like it. So, and it really gives a lot of dimension on the page, so I'm just kind of sticking these together. And I am using my Tombow Mono Multi. That's my favorite glue for sticking things down or together because I know that it's going to hold very strong. I did, however, make a little bit of a mess, so my fingers are super sticky, which is not always the most fun to play with paper with because everything wants to stick to your hands. But I do go and wash my hands here shortly. So now I'm just layering all these florals around. I'm trying to make them look like they're kind of falling out of the sky and collecting in the umbrella, you know, as flowers would do if they were falling from the sky. And this is so much fun to me. Like, I love this. And I was worried it was getting a little bit busy, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It has to be busy because this is the way it has to look, right? So I'm using these two pictures of my daughter, and this is actually from last weekend. She was in a dance competition, and or in a dance recital, and she got flowers after her performance, and so she posed on these little steps holding them. I did color the pictures black and white just because I felt like there was a lot of other color going on, and also because it was a very gloomy day that day, so there wasn't a lot of sunlight, and it wasn't like the pictures weren't very bright or anything, so black and white I thought would work perfectly. And I'm playing around with this title here. I thought I was going to use major heart eyes, but then I felt like that blended too much into the background and you couldn't really see it very well, so I'm going to change, and I'm going to use a black title from these stickers, which went with the Pebbles Girl Squad collection. And I'm just going to call it Sweet Girl. And there was a little white paint on the end of that sweet, so I had to color it in with a black Sharpie just to cover up. And then, of course, it needs more because I have to add sequins, right? So I'm digging through my sequins trying to find the right colors, and I'm going to end up using some white ones from a mix called Snowy Field, I believe. I'm not sure if that's still available from Spiegel Mom Scraps or not, but so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Again, I will have all of the cut files I used linked down below, and I will definitely have a link to the Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file shop. Virginia just does an amazing job, and I love all of the florals and everything she includes on all of her cut files, so definitely head on over and check that out. And yeah, I will be back again soon with another layout. And I hope you're inspired to use your cutting machine. So thanks so much for watching. See you again next time. Bye.